Okay, it's Duke again, and you're going to have to forgive the shaky cam, but it's on there. Looks like it's always supposed to be there. I gotta take the wheel back off, and I'm gonna put a little black paint on it, clean it up a little bit. Oh, I did forget, I gotta put a cap on top of that thing, keep the water getting in it. There's the other side. I didn't do it. All thing I did is put a car key in it. It had a E-clip on it, but these wheels just wide enough to where that E-clip wouldn't fit, so I had to put a car key in it. And I'll tell you, those new drill bits, those Makita drill bits, I like those. Went through that shaft like butter. Of course, I use a little bit of oil on them too to keep them cool. But I'm almost done with this. Next time I get through, I should have it all painted up, tires filled up with that foam. I got to find out how long I got to roll them. I'm going to try to figure out a way to put it on an electric motor to where it'll roll for about 24 hours. And see if that'll fix them. They're leaking down, but it's because they're cracked a little bit. It's nothing serious. I mean, there's no puncture holes or anything like that. It's just a few cracks in it. And I believe it'll work. If it don't, you know, I ain't lost anything really, except for buying that gallon of green slime or green foam. That's what it is, green foam. It's not green slime. That green slime ain't worth a flip. So, and my new grinder, I may be taking it back. I was grinding on it and the wheel flew off of it. I mean, it didn't break it. It flew off of it. It didn't hold that wheel. And it didn't come with a wrench to torque it down or anything. So, you know, to come to think of it, I had something several years ago that it had a break in it. And it would stop so fast that it would unscrew. I can't remember what it was though. That's been, God, 30 years ago, but it had a break in it. And every time I'd use it, it would quit so fast that the bolts would unscrew on it. It was holding the, I can't remember if it was a grinder. I think it was a saw, but I'm not sure. I wound up taking it back because of that. Because every time I went to use it, it would stop so fast that it would unscrew the bolts. And I took that thing back because it would get somebody hurt. And I may do this the same way. My wife, she said take it back. It's the only one I had in stock. She said, we always get you one later, which I can. But I think I'll do a review on Dewalt about that. I'm trying to see if it comes loose again. It hasn't come loose yet. I may not have had it tight enough. And then it could be just me. My hands aren't as strong as they used to be. But I thought maybe I'd be happy to see this. I didn't get started today. It's about, let's see, it's not that late. My wife's not even off work yet. I gotta go to Walmart. Oh Lord, I hate that. I'd rather be here working than go to Walmart. 5:07, yes she is off work too. I didn't get out here till 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then I lost my Walmart credit card. I thought my wife had it. She thought I had it. And I spent an hour looking for it, so I had to call and cancel that. Now I've got to go apply for another one. And we don't even know where we lost that because we hardly ever use it. And I spent an hour working on that, so I ain't been out here too long. But that's what I've been working on today, laying around the house most of the time. It was cool this morning. I got up around 7:30, and it was 48 degrees. And I stepped out on the back porch, and the wind was blowing, and it was cool. You can't see me. Let's see. Dang. Well, I'm in the shade, and I don't have a whole lot of sun in my backyard this time of the day, so There we go. You can see me now. Hi. We haven't had a rain in over a month. Gotta go. Talk to you later. Bye. Well, I'm back. Got a little advice for you. Don't buy that grinder. It's not worth a flip. It didn't last over 2 hours on a full charge, and it's a 60-volt battery, and the blade won't stay on it. It came loose again, and I had to chase it across the yard. Then I had to find a bolt for it, and then I changed it over to a wire brush. It was wire brushing my wells to getting ready to paint them, and the battery started going out on me. So I checked the battery, and it's all the way down to one charge. And everybody that uses these lithium batteries, they know they don't run out a little bit at a time. They just stop all of a sudden. Well, I mean, if it doesn't last longer than 2 hours, I don't need it. I mean, my weed eater, it's got a 5-hour battery, and I can weed eat my whole yard 2 or 3 times on just one battery. And that grinder should last longer than that. But it's going back, and I'll stick with a wired type. I ain't going to go with another battery because I've always liked Dewalt. And the others, I've never heard anything good about the other grinders, so I'll check on them. I don't know what I'll do yet. I'll probably go back to a wired type. I've got a Stanley out there that's a corded one. It's been a good one, and I may just get another one of those. It's not giving me any trouble, so. But yeah, you don't want batteries that won't stay charged. Down here in the south, I don't know if y'all have them up there. We have a little brown bird called a thrush, and I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 of them. And I see right now, they'll go around these leaves and they'll flip them over looking for bugs. And one year, I was raking leaves up, and I noticed a little thrush sitting over there. He's watching me. Well, I'd find worms on those leaves, and I'd pick them worms up and I'd throw them at him. Well, it surprised me, and it hasn't happened since. He started coming over and getting them. Whenever he realized it was a worm, he'd come over and get it. And when I'd rake, I'd find another one, pick it up, throw it to him, and he'd run and get it. It was cute. But I haven't had one do that since. They all take off now. It was just, at one time, that was 6, 7 years ago. And there was more. Let's see, yeah, it's 4, 5. I got a lot of leaves, so there's a lot of bugs on them, I guess. Rocking chair feels like it's not right. Yeah, we're going to fix to go to Home Depot. I'm going to drop that thing back off at Home Depot. And return it. And then I gotta go to Walmart, Wally World. And if anybody wants to go for me, you're more than welcome to. I hate Wally World, God. But I mean, when you're poor and cheap, you have to go to the cheapest place you can find. And my brother-in-law, he likes to go to Sam's World, and whenever we lived above Birmingham there, when me and my wife first met, we lived in Birmingham in a little apartment, and she liked to go to Sam's World, but I never could see paying 10% a year, and then you save 10%, which is only taxes on your groceries. I mean, all you're doing is saving tax. You're not saving anything unless you buy enough for an army. Now you might save money like that. Now, we had one woman when I worked for mental health up in northwest Alabama. They caught one of the women. They'd go to Walmart, and Walmart would give them food for the mental retarded and the handicapped kids they took care of in these homes. Well, they found out she wouldn't take it to the handicap home. She was taking it to her house, and she didn't last very long after that. I mean, they didn't charge her for it either. I mean, to me that's embezzlement. That's not right. And the lady that hired me, she come up. She says, "You ain't gonna believe what we just caught." I said, "You caught what's her name stealing that grocery, didn't?" She said, "How'd you know?" I said, "Because she'd come by there. She never would take them out of the car. She'd always just leave with them. About 30 minutes later, and then I'd never see her after that. Next time I saw her, they always had groceries in the place. So they must have been getting them somewhere. But she said that she was stealing them. So. Section 8 homes. That's what they were called. Section 8. And they tore them up too. We had one old boy had to wear a football helmet, and he had to have a special padded room to sleep in because he'd get up in the middle of the night and run his head through a wall. But anyway, I just thought I'd leave it off with this. And Cooter, if you see this video, that Duke of Earl, that was cool, man. Thank you. I like that. My wife did too. She got a kick out of it. Look on my discussion page and get my email and send me your phone number. I want to call and talk to you. Let me know what time's the best time to call too, because I'm usually at home at any time. So I'll see y'all later, and I'm tired, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Ready for time for some coffee. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.